Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. Started as an accident, but then I figured let's just roll with it. We're gonna play as Poison Man. Or Lady? Doesn't matter. Deadly Huntress. Alright, it does matter. Lady. We got 5 unlocks remaining with both characters, apparently. The third character is still unavailable in early access. We start with less HP, same amount of gold, I think. Yeah. And she starts with Ring of the Snake. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. So the way that I've played this character in the past is just to maximize the amount of poison that I place on enemies. Poison is a progressively more debilitating effect. So if they take 5 poison damage, what it is 5 poison damage this turn, 4 the next turn, 3 the turn after that, 2 the turn after that, 1 the turn after that, 0 the turn after that. But if you stack it up, you see how the game works. It also requires me to use some arithmetic. People were mad at me in the Let's Look At. Some people. They said my arithmetic was bad on the poison. I don't think it was. You gotta use a factorial in this. Well, not a factorial. Is there an addtorial? A sumtorial? That seems like the kind of thing mathematicians would invent. Like, if you do 8 poison damage, the effective damage from it is 8 plus 7 plus 6, 21, plus 5, 26, plus 4, 30, plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, 36, right? 46? I can't remember. I lost count. The point is, it doesn't matter. Wait, is the math just n times n over 2? Like, what if we had 4 poison damage? That's 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. 4 times 4 over 2. No, that's not right. All right. I tried. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Remove a card, receive a random common relic, lose 7 HP or gain gold. Give me the relic, dude. I don't need to remove anything. Like, my deck, I guess in theory, if you removed, like, a strike, you would get defends more. You'd get all your other cards more frequently, but just give me the relic. Whenever you take damage, deal 3 damage back. That doesn't seem that useful, but I'll roll it regardless. Don't care about the shop this early. I do care about this little nexus over here. So combat, 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 and then a choice, I think, is our best option. Let's try that. Alright, got one of these guys. We got screwed by him last time. You're gonna deal 12 damage. I hate it. But I love this card. Gain 8 block, discard a card. We're just gonna discard a random strength. Goodbye. Then we're gonna use 1 defend, 1 strike. We take no damage and you've been hurt. Keep in mind, we have no means to replenish our HP after a battle. So we have to take as little damage as possible, I think. I think if we deal 3 damage and apply 1 weak, then a single block will block enough. But we have to use 2 blocks anyway. Still, I think it was the right play. Because you're going to be weak. No, you're just going to be weak for that turn. But that's okay. And you tried to hit me. You got hit back. I didn't realize that it didn't have to do damage to create that situation. So we'll do the same thing here. Deal 2 damage. Apply 1 weak. Defend works. Then we got 2 strikes. I mean, we're weak. We don't have very much poison yet. We start really slow here. The idea is we get a little, like, almost compound interest. So 12 damage. That's tough to avoid. I'm just going to put 3 of these. It's actually nice to know that if we do a turn that's completely passive and the enemy attacks, they still end up taking damage, which makes my life substantially easier, to be honest. We'll, you know, use 1 defend here, and then a strike, and then a defend, and essentially you cannot win at this point. If you attack me once, you get hit. If you attack me again, you die. So, yeah, if I just, like, literally blocks, I mean, you're gonna die anyway, it doesn't matter. Sweet. Explosive Potion. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. And then, Endless Agony. Whenever you draw this card, add a copy of it to your hand. Deal 4 damage, exhaust. Whenever you draw this card, add a copy of it to your hand. Deal 4 damage, exhaust. So essentially when you draw it, it's 8 damage, but then it's exhausted. For 0 energy, that's pretty good. However, it's slightly scary because we can get exhaust synergies that, like, every time you exhaust a card, gain 1 HP or something like that. So there's a temptation here, but I think I'm going to go Infinite Blades. Essentially, every turn will get 4 damage for free. At the start of your turn, add a shiv to your hand. I think it's 4 damage. And if we raise our strength, even better. So first combat was fine. Second combat, Jaw Worm. well, 0 power, 0 energy, so you probably start with just a neutralize, and then he's only going to do 8 damage. Then you probably do defend, defend, strike. We can afford to be a little bit more passive for 2 reasons. One is we should be a little bit more defensive because we don't heal at the end of each combat necessarily. And then the other one is because, oh, you're going to block and attack. Lucky you. The other one is because he's going to take 3 damage every time he hits us anyway, even if he does no damage. So this guy's screwed. He did just get a block in for 5, and he's going to hit for 11, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, you probably roll infinite blades. Ah, screw it. Defend, defend, defend. I'm going to choose to play very defensively. You know, he's going to hit us, he's going to take 3 damage, we're going to take 0. We just get stronger as time goes on. And then probably something like this. We can afford to toss one of those, a regular defend and a strike, and now he's 1 hit away from death. Although he is going to block. All right, so we've got this guy strictly beat. He's not gonna bust us. There's no question. Swift Potion. Card draw can be very useful. Infinite Blades. I don't know if we need 2 of these, but admittedly, if we got 2 of them going, it's 8 power, or 8 damage per turn for 0 energy. Deal 12 damage, innate exhaust. This gives us, essentially you draw it at the start of your turn, or the start of combat, I should say, but then it's exhausted. So you're forced to play this on turn 1. I kind of don't like it. All-out attack. Deal 10 damage to all enemies, draw 1 less card next turn. That's 30 damage for cheap with a back-end effect that could be erased by card draw. So I'm going to try that. Not going to be useful in all combats, but in some it will be. Thievery. All right. It's a thief, in case you didn't notice. We will gain 8 block, discard, a strike. You're probably going to choose to play an Infinite Blades here. I really don't want to take damage, so I'm kind of tempted to do card draw here, but it just seems like such a waste. But we're never going to get to heal very much, because we're going to be spending most of our turns, or most of our campfires, we want to upgrade a card. So I kind of stand by this, to be honest with you. So we're going to neutralize you. You're going to deal 7 damage. It's nothing. Here's another 4 damage coming at you. Then, I mean, that's kind of what we were looking for the first time, but so be it. We can't let this guy get away, because he will take our gold. And we really want to, you know, buy things from the shop, obviously. This is good. He's only going to block. I didn't have to do this. I could have just gone for all-out attack, which we're still going to do anyway, now that I look at it. We need poison, and we need some more potency as well. He might escape this turn, so... Oh yeah, he's bouncing. I think we got him, though. The Shiv, the all-out attack, the strike, and the strike. Cat, what are you... You're crazy. What's your problem? We got our Strength Potion, and Deadly Poison. Deflect, I think this is a low-value card. It's always nice to have 0 energy cards, but deal 7 damage. If the enemy's poison, deal 7 damage again. Right now, we don't have anything to enable this, which is why we're going to take Deadly Poison. And then, out of all of these, I don't think you go to the shop. I think we're a little light on cash. We can go to another shop further up. I think we go question mark and hope to get a relic. 27 golden blood vial. At the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. That gives us a little bit of leeway towards our combat strategy, which I'm very happy with. As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling sound and the grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical. It looks like you can get some treasure if you reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. Lose 3 HP for a 25% chance to find a relic? Absolutely. Ouch. Lose 4 HP for a 35% chance. Ouch. Lose 5 HP for a 45% chance. Ouch. 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 I'm starting to lose my mind. Success! After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out of the ooze, damaged but rewarded. What's the relic? What's the relic? Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. That seems really good, but now I have to fight an elite enemy, and I think I'm gonna die. Ah! This is terrible. So he's going to use a buff to start with. So definitely we want to get a Shiv. We want to strike him. And we want to neutralize him. Mostly because we have nothing else to do. Could have used card draw there. What's his buff? I'm actually pretty convinced we're going to die here. He's going to attack for 6. Whenever you play a skill, he gains 2 strength. Well, I don't love that. But I have to block this turn. So this has to happen. But I think you get poisoned to start with. That was not a skill, right? That was a skill! Oh, crap! And then, I have to do this, even though it's going to cause us to take 2 damage. We'll discard a single strike. And then we'll do, Shiv, strike. So we've buffed him unintentionally here. We're going to take 2 damage. That's alright. We are made vulnerable. What's his next? No attacks, please. Stop with the attacks. I beg. I beg you. So we'll defend. Ah, this is bad. It's a skill. The poison is a skill. We're going to hit him for 0. We have to defend. And then I guess you use 2 strikes. And you just try to live through this. We're going to take 22 damage and be on 15 HP. He's going to do 30 damage this turn. We actually cannot live. What if we deal 10 damage, 10 damage, 6 damage. We can deal 30 damage and he'll die to poison, maybe. He's got 23 HP, so we need to deal 20. 6, 4, 10. Please be dead. I'm a god, but I'm also very afraid for my life. You can now gain strength at campfires, 3 times maximum. Gain 5 block. Block is not removed at the start of your next turn. Seems like that could be useful right now. But I don't know, I kind of like the idea of Endless Agony. 5 damage for free. Doesn't seem that useful right now. I might be wrong. Essentially, this is not 10 block. It's 5 block that could last. So, let's go Endless Agony. I don't know. I'm very scared. Do we fight this enemy to get to the campfire? No, because we're going to have to fight the enemy at some point anyway. It's whether we think we're going to do better against the enemy or we're going to do better on this question mark. And I think we're going to do better on the question mark, hopefully. You fall into a puddle that's made of slime gloop. Frantically, you claw yourself out over several minutes. I'm not even going to read the rest. I'm just going to lose 27 gold because we have no choice. And now we have to fight anyway. Okay. I'm not dying to these little babies, I'll tell you that much. Check this out. Actually eat my butt. We have 2 energy left. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, can we kill? We're only going to gain 5 blocks, so here's what you do. Oh, that's strength, you fool! You use 2 defense. You get hit for 1, and you live your life. They've lost their block anyway. I thought we had our explosion left. Which is my mistake. Ooh. Masterful Stab. Can only be played if there's no other cards in your hand deal 15 damage. I.e., it's probably going to be useless for us. Bouncing Flask. Apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. This is very good because whenever we apply a poison effect, we apply 1 extra. So this is going to really apply 4 poison to a random enemy 3 times. If there's 1 enemy on the screen, that's 12 poison, which is 12 plus 11 plus 10. You get the idea. Deal 4 damage to all enemies twice. Also seems really good. That's like probably 16 to 24 damage in most combats. But I think we go poison. Please, God, help me. We're going to need to heal at the campfire for sure. Regal Pillow. Heal an additional 15 HP when you rest. Alright, we have to rest at the campfire. Lift. Start battles with +1 strength. Let's not use it yet. We're at 49 HP. That's something. We can work with it at least. I don't want to waste the strength card yet, because we might be able to use them all on World 2 to give ourselves a better chance of survival. Since these guys are doing nothing to me on this turn, just buffing and debuffing, I'm going to use Bouncing Flask and Infinite Blades. So Bouncing Flask will deal a ton of poison damage. And we get a Shiv every turn. So this guy's done. Ritual. Gains 3 strength every turn, and we are weakened, but it doesn't matter that much because it's the poison that's going to get you. So I think you probably try to neutralize. Well, I have to think about it. Dealing 7 damage to all enemies will kill that louse. No, it won't anymore because of the armor. So it actually has 8 HP. We need to deal 5. Oh, you're making me upset. I hate to do this because it's weakening an enemy that doesn't matter, but you have 6. Deal 3. You're legally dead now. We want to defend and then apply poison. We are going to take 1 damage here. We're lucky to be in a position where we can afford to take 1 damage right now. It also reflects 3. Alright. So you're probably done this turn. That's the idea, at least. We're so weak, though. You're going to take 11 damage. And you have 20 HP, so we need to deal 9 damage. You're, like, so super dead. Eat it. We're doing better. This is we've crossed that threshold where I think we're starting to pick it up a little bit. Dexterity gives us better blocks. Poison Stab, I think, is really good. Deal 5 damage, apply 3 poison, which is actually 4 poison. So this is a really nice poison synergy for us. And I think we can afford to go for more combat right now. The question marks are not guaranteed to be good, and I want to stack up more cards, really. More good cards. Alright, we start with Endless Agony. Whenever you draw this card, add a copy of it to your hand and deal 4 damage exhaust. Obviously, we would like to block. I think the easiest way to take 7 damage out of the equation is something like 0, 0. Right, you got the superpower. Ruka, it gets me every time, buddy. You got 12 HP. I think bounce... Okay. Gain 8 block, discard a card. I hate to do it. It's such a slow play, but we take no damage as a result. We might get a debuff. They're going to take 3 damage. Oh, 1 second here. Gotta get the door. Excuse me, cat. Hello. Okay. We're back in business. These guys are not doing anything this turn. So we're probably... Well, I mean, they're not doing attacks. So we should probably be in all-out attack mode. 6 damage, 3 damage, something like this. You are dead. Followed by a strike and then a defend because we have no other option. Trying to save potions for the boss fight, knowing we only have 50-something HP. You have been strengthened. You have 38 HP. And you're going to deal 14 damage. That's pretty bad for me. Because I can only defend for 5. Well, can I kill you? Let's do some math. We can apply 5 poison, followed by another 4. So that'll deal 9 damage. That'll take you down to 29, plus 10, 19. Can't kill you. So here's what we'll do. Stab you, poison you, and then block 5 damage. My math was off again. You're definitely dead this turn, though. I'm not even going to use... Oh, maybe you're not dead this turn?
Is it Tomo?
You scared the crap out of me there. I was very frightened. It is dead this turn. Doesn't matter. It's not Tomo. It's a deceased creature. And it has given me a card. Deal 5 damage if the enemy's weak, gain energy. Wow, it was gold, not energy. From the last one. Next turn, gain 2 energy. I kind of like it. How's it going?
Do you like my nails?
Whoa! Your nails look really nice.
Thank you.
Very festive.
Holiday. Oh my god.
So, this only really is better than a strike card if the enemy's weak. And we haven't really worked on weak synergy. 5 damage for free. I mean, maybe. Pay 1 energy this turn to get 2 energy next turn. I mean, I think it's kind of a weak choice. In my opinion. What are you? Spore Cloud. Fungal Beast. On death, applies vulnerable to you for 2 turns. Well, I would like to be vulnerable on this turn. Check this out. 10 damage to all enemies. Endless Agony. Endless Agony. Get struck. Get poisoned. I'm pretty sure that you're dead next turn. Grow. So you got stronger, but you're going to be killed. Like, super killed. Yes. Okay, well, I mean, this is an indication, I think, that we're trending in the right direction. Another Dexterity Potion. Deal 6 damage for each attack played this turn. Ah, here we go. Deal 7 damage. If the enemy's poisoned, deal 7 again. So most of the time, this is probably going to be better than a strike card. And now we got Elite Enemy or Regular. We're going to go Regular, because I don't want to make any enemies right here. We've fought the slimes many times. What was that? That was our healing, right? Yeah. All right. You are going to split. Wait, you know, you're going to use a negative effect this turn. If I could deal enough damage, I could get you to be interrupted, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think, here's what we do. Poison Stab. Bane, because that'll deal 14. Can we get you below 32? We can. It might interrupt the attack, actually, if we do it like this. Oh, plus we have the Endless Agonies. So you have fully been interrupted, my friend. But what happens to the poison when you split? Must be nice. It's completely taken care of. And our turn is settled for us here. 5, 6, Shiv. There's nothing we can do to avoid taking a little damage. I think we're going to drink a Dexterity Potion. We'll block 7 damage, and then we'll accept the chips fall where they may on the remainder, unfortunately. They're going to take 3 damage for hitting me, but it is bad. Oh, we got a wound as well. 2 wounds, maybe? 2 wounds. Luckily, they go into discard first. Alright, we definitely want to go for the attacker first. He's probably already pretty dead. But why? We should make sure he dies. But can we? That's what I'm looking at right now. We can hit him for 6 and then hope for a roll with bouncing. Well, let's put it this way. We'll hit him for 4. The other thing we could do is block twice. But we're going to get extra wounds as a result. Yeah, it's kind of, like, it's not a great choice, I think. Like, okay, I'll tell you what. I think maybe we, like, strike, block twice. Even though this is a slower play, it's much less likely for us to take any extra damage as a result, but I might have been missing an obvious line. It took 3 damage off this guy anyway, so he's easier to kill next time. Alright, and then we know this time you get shivved. We have no poison, but a defend is good enough. So we will strike. Strike. We're like super weak right now, but either way, he's not going to do any extra damage. And a strike does it. So we're, like, not as strong as we were on our other run where we did this. Where we, in a Let's Look At, that is. Whenever you're attacked, deal 3 damage to the attacker. I mean, to be able to stack that on top of our relic, maybe, is okay. Whenever you play a skill, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. I think I would rather get caltrops. think we're more likely to get attacked than to use a skill. And I'll tell you what. Give me some strength. Please tell me I can still rest. Nope. I thought that was an additional option. The Guardian, mode shift, 30. After taking 30 damage, changes to defensive mode. Alright. So we definitely want to do a few things this turn. We certainly want Infinite Blades. More than Caltrops, I think. Why are you... Oh, because we're stronger now. That's right. We want to apply Poison. That's quite a lot of it. We want Endless Agony. Alright, what are you going to do? What are you going to... Hit me with your worst. Charging up. It's got 9 block. 32. If we can deal another 17 damage, he might be interrupted. But first, gain 2 dexterity. Gain 2 strength. We would like those. Step 1, get shivved. Do you think it's going to interrupt him? I don't know. Let's start with an explosive potion. Sick! He went into a defensive mode, and he's going to use a buff this turn. So let's definitely poison. And definitely strike, and definitely strike again. I don't want to use all that attack because I need the card draw right now. Still in defensive mode. That's what I like to see. Sharp Hide. Whenever you play an attack, take 3 damage. Well, let's... Neutralize is still an attack. This will wear off after 3 turns, or does this last forever? Because that's terrible. Alright, gain 10 block, and then discard... Yeah, discard a regular old strike. No, you got 2 energy. Discard a slice. Discard a shiv. A shiv is worse than a slice. Okay. Then, neutralize him. You will take 3 damage for hitting him, but you're still okay. I think you're just going to have to accept you're going to take some damage here, but it's worth it to apply the poison because you're going to heal fully when this is done anyway. Now, I don't really want to hit him for 9 and take 3 myself. I think we can afford to slow play him there. Because we've got the poison damage stacked up like crazy. Alright, he's going to hit us for 16. So we got to play our cards right. Gain 10 block, and continue to discard Shiv, which is not going to be good for us. Deal 20 damage in exchange for 3. I don't know, we don't even have to do that. He's still going to get hit, is the thing. Like, if we just play this... And actually, well, let me think about it. We don't have any... We should have kept Shiv that time. Let's do this. Again, we want to leave with... It doesn't matter how much HP we leave with as long as it's more than 0. So sure, we're going to take a little damage there, but that causes him to get into a different spot here. Now, if he takes 40 damage, he's going to go back into his other mindset. That's good for us, because we have no means of which to make him to block 20 damage. We can block 7. So we want to Shiv, probably. And then it would be like, Deadly Poison will cause him to take 21 damage next turn. But we could also do another 18, 35. How much did Shiv do? I think it did enough. I think if we go Strike, Strike, all-out attack, he's definitely going to get interrupted and switch to defense. Nice. Okay. So he gets Sharp Hide again, which is equally annoying, but... we're definitely going to win. So he's going to try to hit us, which is very risky. We might just be able to kill him. This will take us up to like 28, and it doesn't cause us to take any HP. So we need to do 11 damage. Something like, honestly, like this and this. He's effectively dead now. That went really well. Alright, well, we made it through the first floor. I think we haven't upgraded many cards, so I'm very scared. But it seems not that bad right now. Glass Knife. Deal 8 damage twice. Glass Knife's damage is lowered by 2 this combat. Or die. Deal 13 damage to all enemies, then exhaust. Or After Image. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. I like this because of Shiv. If we get Shivs, we can use this frequently. Please stop the screen flicker. Then what is our relic? Whenever an enemy dies, transfer any poison it has onto a random enemy. I love it. Draw 2 additional cards each turn. Start each combat confused. I don't like it. Choose and add any 5 cards to your deck. So this is like really good at the start, but I like the idea that if we kill an enemy, like let's say an enemy dies with 30 poison, to transfer that poison onto another random enemy seems absurdly powerful. But we did it! I'm a little skeptical of our chances here in the future, but so far we're good. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.